One of the things we try to do on this show is call out hypocrisy or dishonesty on both sides of the political aisle. Today, we start by focusing on unabashed defund the police Democratic Congresswoman Cori Bush of Missouri. New records show her paying tens of thousands of her campaign dollars to her Army vet husband for private security, on top of payments to other security services. Yes, police bad for you, but private security that I don't have to pay for personally? Good for me. Bush has doubled down in recent years and become one of the most vocal advocates of the defund the police movement in Congress, long after even most Democrats have distanced themselves from the idiotic and ridiculous position.
You're one of the few Democrats now who still says, let's defund the police. Are you worried at all that that could hurt some of your colleagues going into the midterm elections?
See, the thing about defund the police is we have to tell the entire narrative. People hear defund the police, but you know what they'll say? Say reallocate, say divest, say move. But it's still the same thing. We can't get caught up on the words. People spend more time focusing on the word defund than they spend on caring and addressing the problem of police violence.
It would be so different if they called it divest. Except it seems she wants to reallocate, in her words, those funds potentially to herself. New filings from Bush's campaign shows that between April and June of this year, it paid Bush's husband, Courtney Merritt's, more than $17 grand for security services, including wage expenses for employees. That's on top of $12 grand paid earlier in the year. Bush has also paid another security company $62,000 this year. She was confronted on her use of private security a couple years ago when campaign records showed she spent $70,000 on private security. Doesn't seem to have had much impact. And to make things worse, two of her personal bodyguards were active duty sheriff's deputies for the city of St. Louis. Yes, police. Sadly for them, the deputies were forced to turn in their badges after they were caught moonlighting for Bush's campaign without permission from the sheriff's department. And when Bush was asked about the obvious hypocrisy, instead of showing any contrition or even a logical explanation, she went on a rant against her critics.
They would rather I die? You would rather me die? Is that what you want to see? You want to see me die? You know, because that could be the alternative. So either I spent $70,000 on private security over the last few months, and I'm here standing now and able to speak, or I could possibly have a death attempt on my life. I have private security because my body is worth being on this planet right now. I have private security because the white supremacist, racist narrative that they drive into this country, the fact that they don't care that this black woman that has put her life on the line, they can't match my energy, first of all. This black woman who puts her life on the line, they don't care that I could be taken out of here.
So if I understand this correctly, cops are generally bad unless they're, I guess, the ones protecting her. This notion that she's had death threats that somehow justify her hiring private security. What about all of the people in the area she represents in St. Louis, with one of the highest murder rates in the country, who have to duck bullets just to get to school or to work? They should focus more, I guess, on mental health and less on police services. Got it. Joining me now, Chuck Moreno. He's previously former supervisory special agent with the U.S. Secret Service and former senior law enforcement advisor to the Department of Homeland Security. Chuck, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. What do you make of her explanation here?
Well, that was a lot to take in, Dan. Obviously, people need to pay attention very closely to the hypocrisy and potential conflicts of interest here in this entire situation. Look, here's what I know. The U.S. Capitol Police are very diligent in conducting routine threat assessments against members of Congress. This is either intelligence-driven, event-driven, or both. So the fact that Representative Bush is walking around with private security tells me that following the threat assessment by the Capitol Police, they did not deem it appropriate or necessary to provide her with a full-time protection detail from the Capitol Police, and therefore she was not permitted to have a government protection detail. Now, to some people, this is a hit, particularly against their ego. We call this earpiece envy, because people like Ms. Bush, the bigger the entourage, including security, the more important they look and feel. So that's why, in my opinion, she's utilizing private security right now, not because of any specific threats that we know of.
And thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.